Welcome to Me Elevate the podcast show. This episode, we will be talking about the mind. You know, we can have so many different conversations about the mind and how the mind is structured and how we are taught to deal with the mind. Or are we taught to deal with the mind? My personal experience, I think the mind is an everyday adventure and an everyday battle. Because with the mind, it controls everything. We have so many different elements of our life that if we can control our mind, we can break through a lot that we may be facing or going through, or even that we haven't seen yet. Today, we have 15 minutes to really dig into the mind. And all of these topics and things that we discuss today is all coming from me. Everything that I have been through, the stuff that I'm still going through as I grow, things that I learned, the knowledge that I may have came across. And the first thing that I have written down is mind, because the mind controls everything. So do other things that we have, our feelings, emotions, our touch. But the mind is very powerful, and it can help us, and at times it can even destroy us if we let it. See, I don't think we really get taught about the mind even in school. It's a lot of life stuff that I feel like that we don't really discuss or get to talk about in school. And they don't even install it, The power of the mind is an amazing thing, and that's something that I come across every day, battling, even have some winnings, even have some losses, even can get lost in your mind. We are kind of already programmed to think a certain way, to judge a certain way, to live a certain way, to seek relationships a certain type of way, to seek a job, to seek a woman, or a woman for a man, to seek different things in our life through TV, commercials, radio. So that's already programming you to want or to see certain things how they should be, and not really how you see from your perspective. Learning your mind is something that will help you grow, manifest your dreams, become a better version of yourself. And Me Elevate Podcast, we do this from the heart. We're not seeking attention, not saying that we don't want recognition. Like a lot of these discussing these topics, these things that we discuss, is a lot of the stuff that I've been through or facing. That's when peace of mind comes, because you have to go through all of this to be able to get peace of mind. You have to be able to control your mind. Now, your mind ain't just one thing. Your mind is your emotions, your everyday life, your character, how powerful you are within, like who you truly is when no one else is around. So peace of mind is very important, no matter what you're going through, because if you don't have peace of mind, you cannot move forward. You can't have good relationships or better relationships. You can't have a good job or relationship. You can't have a good relationship with your kids, your significant other, your friends, your family, whatever the case may be. So peace of mind is very important, because if you don't, you can be holding on to energies or to things that need to be able to release and go, that's holding you back. The insecurities, the pain, the hurt, the not being loyalty, or you the one that wasn't loyal, or the opposite. It goes in so many different ways. So the mind is something that got to be sharp, clean, and very powerful. Because if you are weak-minded, you are easily manipulated, and you are easily to lose in every battle you face. And if you feel like you're weak-minded now, don't bash yourself. But if you're weak-minded and you're trying to better and progress, find every way that's going to make you elevate and be the best version of yourself and have your mind healthy. That means what you listen to, what you watch, what you do. It goes so many different spectrums. Now, if you're weak-minded and you use that for the negativity, as in you manipulate people in the way where you doing some really foul, dark, and evil and all that bullshit, that type of weak-minded, that negative and all of that, you keep that shit over there. And it's a difference once you want to be better and you don't want to be better. So you got to separate these things. Even if these are relationships or things or people in your life, it has to be separated because it needs to be balanced. And the mind controls it all. We're going to do something different today. I have a couple books that I really like. And I think that I want to read a few lines out of the first page. I want to read a few lines out of the second page. And I might sneak into the other book. We're going to be reading from the book today, 7 Laws You Must Honor to Have Uncommon Success. And the author is Mike Murdoch. 1. The law of difference. Your difference decides your importance. The first law that you must honor is the law of difference. What God has put inside of you that you do not see in others. The difference is critical. Something within you cannot be found in others. Your similarities create your comfort Your difference create your reward. What do you love to do? What do you love to think about, know about, learn about? That is a clue to your assignment on the earth. Now, this has to do with the mind, even though we got page 2, which is not really page 2, it's chapter 2, where he discusses the mind. And if you will break that down, your difference decides your importance. That means there's no need for you to be like nobody else. You're made different on purpose because your difference is your importance in this life, in this chapter, in this universe. The difference is critical, he said. And I just think that's a very good, powerful words. And definitely go get this book. We are not sponsored at all by Mike Murdoch or his book. But I do recommend it. It's on Amazon. Now, I'm not going to go into the whole chapter because it's something that you should read for yourself. But I'm going to just read a couple lines from chapter 2, which is the law of the mind. Every life battle is in the mind. Okay? No matter what you're going through. Every life battle. And it really made sense when I start to be able to really read this book and even open up to start reading, because I never was like, honestly, like, oh, I want to read books every day. I want to do this and that. Like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to read because I couldn't read. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So, the mind. Now I like reading. I like books. I love books. So let's get into this right here. So this is very important too. I'm only going to read you paragraph 1. This is knowledge. This is the key. It's about the mind. Now listen. Every life battle is a mind battle. If you win in your mind, you will win in life. If you lose in your mind, you will lose in life. Whether you're a weightlifter in the Olympics or a karate expert, it's all in the mind. When you can manage your mind, you can manage your life. Every battle is in the mind. You win or lose in your mind. And there's so much more into here. So to hear those things put stuff in perspective that I couldn't even speak of. Like, it put it all together for me. Like, dang, okay. Because there's so much that we have to battle and maintain in life. Obstacles, time, management, money, relationships, goals, dreams, ambitions, careers, jobs, side jobs. I mean, it's so much different things, but it's a lot of stuff that we are not working on internally, like our mind, our spirit, our soul, our energy, our self-time, our intuition, our self-love, elevating ourselves, emotions, feelings, You feel me? So we so focused on everyday life that we're not even focusing on the things that we should be focusing on in everyday life. The mind, not only the mind, but everything else I said. But what I'm saying is all of that is controlled by the mind. But we don't get taught these things, or these things are not, or wasn't advertised like how it can be now. You know, so like now there ain't no excuse for nobody. Even me, there ain't no excuse for me to be better because it's so many resources and outlets out here for me to be great. And the only thing that can be stopping me is me. I am the one that's stopping me from anything that I want to accomplish, see, go, or do. And when I say I'm speaking of you because I'm speaking in reference of all of us. Because we're not all perfect. I still go through trials and tribulations every day. Look, I'm facing it now. I'm not going to speak too much because I don't like to speak on negative things, even though some of the stuff you're going through could be negative or in a negative trait or not in the way you want it to be, but you need to reveal it, but you don't need to complain. I'm a single father, raising my boys, and I also have an older son. I love my boys. I can go into depth how I feel about the relationship with my kids, but that's a different day. You know, I have my part-time job that I'm doing. Then I'm also in school. Not only am I also in school, you know, I got to do my homework, of course. I have to maintain my job, and I'm also got to maintain my kids as a single parent. Cooking, cleaning, molding their mind, trying to get them better so when they lack even in school, then it falls on me. Not only that, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a content creator. I have my company that I have that in the process of growing. I have my podcast. I have my different platforms that I do, like MEELEVATE. I have IAMRICKNELL Beats where I produce. Cobra Production Studios, where we are kind of mainly focusing on in-house work. I'm not. No, that's a different subject. We have the Forex trading that we are trying to really get into do and get our foot in the door. It's a lot of learning that we have to do for this. It's a lot. You know, trying to stay up every day, posting content for TikTok, IG, Facebook. And not only IAMRICKNELL's brand and platform, but MEELEVATE, Message to the Broken, Cobra Production Studios, MEELEVATE the podcast. I can just keep going on. And it's not me seeking these things for attention, like, oh yeah, I just want all attention. No, it's me seeking these things because I'm trying to build a legacy, you know? And not only am I trying to build a legacy, I'm trying to impact the world and help others with my words, my experiences, or things that I have been through, or things that I am going through or will go through. Not even only that, it's so much more that I'm still trying to do, as in work on myself internally, work on the relationships with my kids, work on myself spiritually, mentally, and physically, work on my mind as well, how I process things in my life, and trying to get my mind powerful so I can overcome and go through all of these things that we must face in life to make us stronger, including obstacles, including success, including good things, including bad things, including learning experiences. You know, and I like to keep it real, even with this podcast. Like, I like to keep it 100% real, even if sometimes you might hear me pause, even if sometimes you might hear me mess up, even if sometimes you might hear me stumble on a word. I don't want my podcast to be 100% perfect, because we really don't have that no more. Everybody just is straight digital, just robots, or a lot of negative things, energy. It's a different thing. It's a different subject. My mind goes everywhere because the mind. And I know I'm not the only one. So I like to keep it raw. I like to keep it very professional. We want it to be still professional, but we want it to be authentic. You will never be able to mimic me elevate or my character. And I think that's what make it really different. And not only that, to be able to be out and open with the stuff that I have going through or maybe going through. Like my kids are sick right now. I can't really be in school. We got a lot of stuff going on with the COVID. I hate saying too. And I just did it again. I was about to say it one more time. But we got a lot of stuff going on with the COVID. It's different in 2021. We about to be a new year in 2022 is coming up. It's December the 30th right now. It's 11:43, and I'm doing actually a school project right now. But without the mind, none of this will be possible, because I got to be able to have the strength. Like right now, me and all of my kids are sick. But I'm still getting up here because I got to. I didn't want to do it. I didn't. Just because everything else that I'm going through, plus some other life issues that I'm facing right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. Then every day, if you was listening to everything that I said that I'm doing, and I'm building my brand, my legacy, my everything. So you trying to do that every day and still face everyday life battles? And I'm not the only one. That's why I want to be able to say my story and the stuff that I go to or maybe facing, because it can help so many people. And I'm very, very smart and wise. Very. Very. So kids being sick, and now when you get COVID tests, you have to wait a certain time because the rapid tests be out so much because everybody wants to go and get that test and see about COVID. And then you have the vaccine and the non-vaccine, and it's a touchy subject. It's a tough situation as a parent to be able to, should I do it? Should I not do it? What's real? What's fake? Is it enough studies on this? Is it having these type of side effects? How are they going to be in 10 years? How are they going to be in 3 years or 2 years because of this? What is the side effects in the whole time of us living? You know what I'm saying? So as a parent, it's a lot to be able to take in. So we took our test today. My babies is sick. My youngest is really bad right now. I wouldn't say really bad like hospital wise, but his temperature is 103. It keep going up. He not really just feeling good in no type of shape or form. And me, I'm trying to do all the remedies to at least get all of us strong, because I gotta be healthy too, because if I'm sick and if I sit around sick, they gonna still sit around sick. So I gotta get up and move like it ain't nothing wrong. My head is pounding right now. Really don't feel good. I don't feel like really staying up to the camera, having this posture, setting everything up to make it look like this. But that's the power of the mind. So the reason why I said everything that I just said is because it's a story through the mind. So imagine your story, or her story, or his story, or their story. Imagine that. Imagine the stuff that you're going through, that you're facing. Do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on your kids. Do not give up on your future. Do not give up on your success, your desires, your motivation, your goals, your dreams, your ambition, your love, determination. Do not. Because your mind can play tricks on you. Sometimes if you allow it, sometimes you won't allow it, sometimes it happens unexpectedly, sometimes it's a trickiness to it. Whether it's people, whether it's things, whether it's object, materialistic things, whether it's money, jobs, I can just keep going down the whole category. You put your own mind to it and see what you come up with. Then that's what it is. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I'm not here to tell you how you should live your life. I'm here to tell you my experiences in life and how if we took the time and effort to really elevate ourselves in different ways, the MEELEVATE vision would be extraordinary. And everything that I say in all of these podcasts in these years to come, because as you see me live here, I wouldn't say poor because that'd be living on the streets, but I would say broke. You know what I'm saying? Like Les Brown say, we ain't poor, but we broke. Then you do that laugh. Give a shout out to Les Brown. Because if y'all can see the process that I'm going through now and it's still the mind of me, now even though the physical can still be messed up, like now, let's get real. I got my kids, single dad. Okay, as a man, I'm supposed to be the breadwinner, all the, you know what I'm saying, be having this money, supposed to be doing this and doing that, period, right? I'm doing it by myself. Regardless, period, 100% facts, with the help of the government. You know, and now, you know, you got bills that come in. Like, I am in debt, period. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad or I'm not sad about me saying that in front of the camera, but I am in major debt. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, blessings and miracles are always welcome. I mean, gas, electric, taxes on the house. I can just keep going, man. But it's a lot, you know. But I am a billionaire in my mind. And people would like probably laugh at that. Like, oh man, you broke. You can't even get gas, or you can't even pay your electric, or you can't even, you know, pay your utilities, your water, or your cell phone bill, or whatever the case may be. Or you don't got no money. Look how they look how they dress. See, but in my mind, baby, I'm a billionaire. And some people can't see that because they probably, like I said, laugh at that because they're like, how you a billionaire? You live like this, you ain't no billionaire. But I am. Because everything that I say and do will manifest. But if I don't believe that it will manifest and my dreams come true into a reality like I wanted them to when I seen them in my head, or I written them down and they became real. See, the mind. So that means all of this stuff that I'm going through, every battle that I face every day. They say men don't cry. That's lies. I'm an amazing man. Amazing, like one of the best in the entire planet. and I still cry. Well, crying is good sometime. I mean, you don't want to be just crying about anything. We're not going to get into that when I watch movies, but crying is good for the spirit and it's good for the soul. So everything that we face is a challenge to our future. So, out of everything that I've been going through or have went through, if I would have let that stop me, would I get further in my future? If I would have let that stop me, would I have been able to accomplish this or receive this blessing? So I'm asking you this. Can you control your mind? Can you be in control of your emotions? So it's one thing that I want to leave you with is mindset, because it controls everything in our life, the ups, the downs. And we always don't have control of everything that we are going through in life or facing. But the way that we choose to control it with our mind is something different. Your mindset is what makes you great, powerful, and even understanding. Be great, be yourself, always achieve to be more and the better version of yourself. Believe that you can do anything or manifest anything in your dreams, your goals, and ambitions. You hold the key and the power to your success, if that's what you really want. The mind is something that has to be controlled every day. We know that we are not made to be the same. We are made to be different. The mind produces so many things. The mind controls so many things. But when you listen to these words, or when the universe speaks to you about your mind, what it is. See, you can run from others, what others say or do, but you can never really run from yourself. You can try, but they'll catch up with you. Don't let your mind be your enemy. Have control of your mind and let your mind be your friend. We wish you nothing but positivity, good luck, and a better way to be a better version of yourself. This is Ricknell, Ricky Davis Jr., MEELEVATE the podcast. So, you have a great one. We will see you soon with more topics, news, events, structures. We'll see you later.